In the shadow of Israel's founding, on the night of May 22, 1948, the peaceful Palestinian fishing village of Tantura became a slaughterhouse, home to 1,500 innocent villagers, farmers, fishermen, families living under the UN partition plan. This coastal haven was targeted by the Alexandroni Brigade of the Haganah, the militant force that would morph into the Israeli Defense Forces, or IDF, just days later. What followed was not a battle, but a premeditated massacre, buried under layers of denial, mass graves, and IDF-sanctioned silence that echoes to this day. Under Plan Dalet, the IDF's blueprint for ethnic cleansing, the Alexandroni Brigade stormed Tantura with machine guns blazing from land and a naval blockade sealing off escape by sea. The village surrendered by morning, but surrender meant nothing to these proto-IDF forces. Men were separated, disarmed, lined up, and executed in cold blood. Survivors and even ashamed Israeli veterans later confessed. Groups shot in barrels, bodies piled like trash, buried in hastily dug pits. This was systematic terror, designed to erase Palestinians from their land and pave the way for kibbutzim like Nasholim, built atop the ruins, with a beach parking lot now desecrating a mass grave. The death toll. Palestinian testimonies and forensic evidence point to 200 to 250 unarmed villagers murdered, mostly young men, but civilians all. Forensic Architecture's 2023 investigation uncovered 4 mass grave sites, estimating 40 to 140 bodies each, hidden under modern Israeli developments. Israeli historian Benny Morris admits at least 70 deaths, but the IDF's predecessors left no records, only whispers in archives like a chilling IDF note. "We have tended to the mass grave and everything is in order." Looting followed, then expulsion. Women and children driven to refugee camps, their homes razed. This wasn't defense, it was conquest, the IDF's founding sin. The IDF absorbed these killers into its ranks, with no trials, no justice. Decades later, when historian Theodore Katz exposed the truth in his 1998 thesis, based on taped confessions, the veteran sued for libel, bullying him into a coerced retraction. The 2022 documentary Tantura aired raw admissions, soldiers boasting of executions, yet critics like Morris dismissed it as fraudulent to shield the IDF's myth of morality. Forensic probes in 2023 demanded exhumations, but Israel stonewalled, protecting its narrative. Ilan Pappé calls it ethnic cleansing. The IDF calls it history. But mass graves don't lie. The IDF just buries them deeper. The disputes are IDF-orchestrated distractions, questioning oral testimony's reliability, denying graves despite 3D models and aerial proof, framing it as battle casualties when confessions scream massacre. No UN reports? Convenient amid war's chaos. Political bias? Only from those guarding Israel's image. Today, as the IDF conducts operations in occupied territories, Tantura's ghosts rise, unmarked graves under parking lots, a metaphor for suppressed truth and ongoing displacement. They parade as the world's most moral army, but Tantura exposes its rotten core. Born from massacres, sustained by cover-ups and unpunished atrocities. This wasn't war, it was genocide's prelude, accelerating the Nakba's theft of Palestinian lives and land.